Materials required for making a bag of this kind are old newspaper, jute rope for holding the bag, spring pins, spring rod, eco-friendly gum.
Materials required for preparation of homemade eco-friendly glue are maida, salt and water. Maida and water are to be taken in a ratio of 2:1. After adding 2 parts of maida and 1 part of water and a pinch of salt, beat the mixture thoroughly. The mixture will be of this consistency.
For increasing the durability of this bag, we need to use spring pins and spring rod. The spring pins and the spring rod can be got at any hardware store near you. A spring pin is inserted into the punched hole of the bag. The spring rod is kept onto its opening and is hammered down, and the rope is inserted. After hammering and inserting the rope, it somewhat looks like this.
Steps involved in making a newspaper bag. An old newspaper with 2 sheets is taken. Make sure that there are 2 sheets in the bag, as this helps in the durability of the bag. The closed end of the newspaper is now folded on this pattern. After folding that, apply the homemade gum. The gum is spread neatly across the corner and all over the sides to ensure that the bag sticks and is durable. Now spread the gum and then fold the end neatly. Wait for 10 to 15 seconds for the gum to dry. While it's drying, mark one end of the newspaper A and the other end B. Now, the A end of the newspaper is folded such that it goes on until almost the end of the B end of the newspaper, with this amount of gap left towards the corner. Now, the B end of the newspaper, the extra corner, is folded within the A end of the newspaper such that it overlaps, and there is a 3-layer folding with A, B and A folding. Apply gum and then stick this portion thoroughly. This part forms the base of the bag. The newspaper is now covered on all 4 sides, giving it a cavity shape. Care must be taken that the ends of the paper don't tear and the gum is spread uniformly and the paper sticks strongly. Apply extra gum if needed. Allow it to dry for 5 to 7 minutes. Once the newspaper, after applying gum, dries, we have to make creases at 4 corners of the dried newspaper. The creases are important as they give shape to our paper bag. The 4 creases of the bag are important as they give the bag its necessary shape. To make the creases, fold the tri-layer area in this pattern. It has to be folded with care at both corners at both ends so that the bag gets its due shape. After folding, the bag will now resemble a cuboid. You can duly notice the crevices clearly. Now the base of the bag will be closed. For this, fold one end of the bag in this pattern. After folding, fold it in the opposite direction. This will help us form a stiff base. Now, similar to the gift wrapping, the folded end of this cavity will be bent in the corners to give it the base form. The homemade glue will now be applied at these corners. And it will be held firm. Apply decent pressure at the folded flaps so that the glue sets in. Now the bag will be set aside to dry. A cardboard strip would be placed inside after the cavity dries in, as this strip helps in the durability of the bag's bottom base. Now we also look at the screw pins which have been inserted earlier and punched to give this shape, into which the jute rope will be gently inserted and then knotted in the inside of the bag. Then after inserting two jute ropes, the bag will look like this. This bag is firm for 10 to 15 day use